It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started, and off we go from Soldier Field. That's fielded in the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 83 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard. Line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Under 10. Hey, gotta go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Reggie Ragland coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Reds up.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Tanner Gabriel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
18. Move.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And his throw here's incomplete. Ron Parker there in on the coverage, and he knocked it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Reds up. Sit up. 180.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Chiefs coming back onto the field, as we noted earlier, going to take on the Colts this weekend. 12-4 in the regular season. You get the first-round bye. #1 offense in the NFL. That's the good part, but the defense is into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Boy, C.D. Mack, just from day one, he's looked so good in a Bears uniform, literally and figuratively. And some Raiders fans watching this saying, I wish we had him on our team.
Yeah, just about every Raiders fan saying, he looked a lot better in silver and black. Why don't we still have him? But in Chicago, immediately comfortable, fit right into their defensive scheme. They said, go get the passer, and that's exactly what he's done. Leonard Floyd, another first-round pick coming from the other side. He has really helped Chicago get off to a great start, and they love how he disrupts teams' offenses.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense...
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, 63 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Butker now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. For the Chicago Bears, Charles, as kind of the dust settles on this season, how do you think that they will remember it? Because right now, the fresh wound is there with the missed field goal. We get that. But this is a pretty good season they just had.
It certainly has been. Remember, they were last in the NFC North in 2018. They won the division in 2019, their first NFC North title since 2010. They acquired Khalil Mack to begin the year. And remember, they had a heartbreaking loss at Green Bay on a Sunday night to open the season. A lot of teams would have gone south after that. Instead, they went 7-1 at home, won 9 of 10 to close the year. They're going to be heard from in seasons to come.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And this is Gabriel on the catch. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Trubisky now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here.
18.
Trubisky will throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Allen Bailey in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to 4th down. And Parkey's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 78 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Butker now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line.
Get up! 18.
This is Cohen on the toss. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now it's Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Trubisky to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down. Trubisky now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
18.
Now Trubisky. Throw left side taken in by Miller. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Again, it's Trubisky. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, while we have a second, let's look ahead of the divisional round of the AFC. Of course, Indianapolis and Kansas City kicking things off. And, Charles, the Colts 4-0 all-time versus KC in the playoffs. They're becoming a pretty trendy pick.
They really are, and a lot of it is because of the strength of their offensive and defensive lines, not to mention how Andrew Luck is playing in his comeback season here in 2018. But Kansas City, the #1 seed, they're seeking to break that trend of losing games in the playoffs at home that they shouldn't. This is another opportunity with Patrick Mahomes leading the way.
Speaking of losing games in the playoffs, Phillip Rivers and the Chargers 0-7, including the playoffs against New England with Tom Brady at quarterback. Can they stem the tide?
This is their opportunity. No better chance for the Chargers to get it done. As I always say to you, if not now, Chargers, when? Even though it is going to New England. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Working from the gun, Mahomes going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. Well, that's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones They find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Trubisky to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears get a bit closer. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey with the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And it's up and good. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Trubisky now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Gotta go. 18.
Now it's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. The 20, 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 70 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up the lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. First down, Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And an alley to run. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair. Because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run, too. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
Mahomes now to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Leonard Floyd in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now a toss. This is West. Down to the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. To throw, it's Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And able to find Conley. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. The Chiefs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Mahomes going to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. and we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Nifty move. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
We're go, let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Hey, 18.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. And Miller with it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Trubisky on 1st down. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Gotta go. 18.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Allen Bailey in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Gotta go, gotta go. Red, up.
On third down, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Chicago first down to former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky.
Gotta go, gotta go. Red's up. Red's up.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Red's up. Hey, 18.
Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Gotta go. 18. Red's up.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Taylor Gabriel, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
There we go now. 39.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Now it's Trubisky. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Being chased out left. That escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.